happy Monday, happy week 9, I think. All of those things I said I wanted to do at the weekend, like tidying in here and making everything ready for a new week, I did not do those things. I mostly played Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It was fun, I'm enjoying it, it's a good game anyway. So yeah, it's not a huge amount of reading done, but I did get through one book. I finished The Seafarer's Kiss reread by Julia Ember, as in I reread it and she wrote it, not that I wrote it or reread, you know what I mean. I really enjoyed this the second time around. There's a weird bit where they hit each other that I'd kind of forgotten about, and then remembered thinking it was weird in the first one. Still not sure why that's in there, but you know, there you go. Fun feminist retelling of The Little Mermaid, yes. And then I am 100 pages into The Last Argument of Kings by Joe Abercrombie. This is the third book in the first Law trilogy. I am enjoying it so far. Much better reading it on paper, much more of a hang of what things are happening. I think part of the reason I got confused is I was mixing up people. I was thinking two people were different people when really it was just their first name and their last name. So that's fun. But yeah, I'm actually much more enjoying this in physical form. I'm going to keep going with this week, I think. Probably doing it in chunks rather than trying to do it all at once. I haven't got any further with The Devil's Blade. Again, I still don't want to. It's just a bit of a block. I'm going to give it to 15%. I'm going to probably try and get that maybe tomorrow. Today, I want to start Aurora Rising. No, that's the first one. Burning? That one. The second one of the squad. What's it? Once. As you can tell, I'm very coherent first thing in the morning. Right, I'm going to kick off my day. I shall see you later. Hello, happy Tuesday, day 2. I'm doing alright. Yesterday was actually surprisingly tolerable. I managed to kind of just knock out all the tiny admin tasks on my work to-do list, which was really nice. Unfortunately, that means now I have to do the more difficult, less admin-y tasks today, unless my inbox is full again, which it might be. So that's what I'm looking forward to aujourd'hui. I also finished Aurora Burning, which I wasn't expecting to finish. And if I've just said the title wrong, I'm sorry, but all of these books have blurred together at this point. I finished it. It was better than the first one, which, given that I just put the first one in my books that didn't deserve the hype they got, is, you know, a fair assessment. Basically, after the first kind of quarter, I got on board, because the first quarter is still the same smarmy weirdness of like, here I am talking about my boobs, and that's personality, and you'll love me because I'm so funny, and like, yeah, talking about my cleavage, and it's like, I don't think this is how you write spunky characters. I don't know, it just comes across as very, very pandering and kind of damp and not fun. And also, for stuff like that, I just really need like a side note of like, J. Kristoff did not write this bit, because otherwise it makes me very uncomfortable. And it's just not 100% sure of those bits. But the actual plot of this one I thought was much better. It's very YA. And I've read a lot of not YA in the interim, so I think going back to when I was originally reading Illuminae, I probably would have liked this a lot more, whereas now I'm a bit more jaded to those tropes. But I did enjoy it, and I would probably read the third one, which I wasn't expecting. I thought this was going to be my, like, get the first one off my shelf, I'm done moment, but actually it's not, which is unfortunate because my shelf could do with the space. I'm interested to see where this goes in terms of the big meta plot. That's what I'm interested in. So here's to that coming in the future, and here's to another book off my TBR. Still haven't finished getting to 15% of The Devil's Blade. I just really don't want to. Is this a sign that I should just DNF it right now? Probably. I think I will try and make a decision by the end of today, so by tomorrow's check-in you should know. Read one more page of The Last Argument of Kings, and then decided that my head wasn't in it, so I left that one for now. And that's all the reading I have done. Next on my list of things to pick up, I think it's Killian's Dead, which is a short story, so I should definitely finish that today. And then, let me check. Then I need to pick up The Challenger by Tara Matharu, which I'm actually quite looking forward to, and that should be a similarly quick one. So if I can get those two done and decide on Devil's Blade, then I'll have finished all my review copies for the month. And I don't know what date it is today. The 12th. That's pretty good going. I will see you later. Good morning. Happy Wednesday? Is it already Wednesday? Well, that's nice. This week's going nice and quickly, which I enjoy. I like a quick week much more than a slow week, unsurprisingly. I'm excited for the weekend though. There's lots to do, but there's also lots to do today. I have finished my secret project. I'm still not going to tell you what it was. You can just imagine, and if you know, you know. But that's done, so that's a huge thing off my list. Such a relief. So I rewarded myself with an evening of Assassin's Creed, and my camera battery's gonna die. It's fine. But while I played Assassin's Creed, I discovered I can listen to audiobooks because I just put the subtitles up really big on Assassin's Creed and listen to my audiobooks. So I knocked another 4 hours or so off of Ship of Magic. Obviously I didn't play Assassin's Creed for 4 hours, but you know, it was a good time. I am enjoying Ship of Magic. None of the characters are happy at all. I don't think any of them have been in the course of this book. Maybe like a flashlight here and there, but I'm hoping that will change. And that we will get some happiness for some of the good characters. But even at the moment, I think the bad characters are fairly miserable. Yesterday, I finished Killian's Dead, which is the short story by JC Jaffrey that was on my TBR. I need to write my review for that, but I really enjoyed it. It was really good, and it makes me extra excited for May Day, which comes out in June, which hopefully I'll have a review copy of. Yeah, it's kind of a vampire story. JC's known for vampires, obviously, and I think it's in the same universe as her other books, so that's cool. Books set in Oxford tend to be fairly up themselves, and this just wasn't, and it really felt Oxfordy, and I have a friend who's already read it because she helped edit it, and I'm excited based on her views. I'm excited for May Day. I think it's going to be really good. I haven't done any more reading on Last Argument of Kings. It just didn't happen for me yesterday, nor The Challenger, which was the other thing I went to pick up. Didn't happen. Fine, busy. Today I have to look into how to do streaming, not for this, but for a work thing. But if the research is pertinent, then I think it would be fun to do lives when I have more than like 10 of you watching, which would be cool. My battery died, but I was just going to say goodbye anyway, so bye! Hello, and welcome to the madness that is my current reading room. You are perched on my new shelf. It's very exciting. I think the shelf is actually going to probably turn into more of a storage shelf than a bookshelf, because I realised that I had a bunch of stuff on my bottom shelf that I just don't need to be there. So I'm currently redoing my shelves. I'm putting them in alphabetical order by author because that's what I like, and it means that all your series are together, and I know it's just kind of organised chaos, isn't it? I enjoy it. So I'm working on that. I'm trying to put all of the books I own into it, including the stuff that I normally have pulled out, like my TBR and stuff, and basically see how much space I have and then move on from there. I just wanted to check in to tell you what's happening so that when I show you the after, I remember that it was a before. Anyway, you know. Alright, I was gonna do a whole video where I tried it out in different formats. Oh, sorry about the evening sun, but I really like it in alphabetical order. I don't know, it's something about it. Just keeping all the authors together. Like, look how nice that Tamora Pierce section looks. I'm really pleased. I'm really chuffed. It actually all fits. I took out Harry Potter and now it all fits. And there's even room to grow on the shelf behind me. Ooh, I'm dead pleased. And that's everything. Ba 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 ba. They are done. I thought I was going to try out my shelves in many different forms, and in the end I put them back to author's last name alphabetical order, and I liked it the most. I didn't want to try anything else. I don't think I have enough colours to make a rainbow. There's something about it. It just makes me happy. I like having them all together. Happy Thursday. I have already watered my plant. It's all good. So his is thriving. Probably. He might be dead. I don't know. How do you know when a plant is dead? I assume he's fine. I have a grand total of 0 reading updates for you because I didn't read anything yesterday or listen to any audiobook or even do anything. I put together new shelves. That was my reading update. My reading update is, look, they're so good. And what I have also done is done the work of what do I actually want to put out on my channel for my Monday videos for the next month or so that I can avoid the decision fatigue I've been having first thing in the morning, which is nice. So I need to film this week's. I'm going to try and film it today, I think. Maybe put on a slightly more glamorous outfit, but probably not. I'm going to try and film that today, so then I can edit it, and then maybe film the next thing on when is it? Saturday. So then I'm like finally getting ahead, and I appreciate I've said that in pretty much every vlog, like, oh, it'd be great to be a video ahead, and never have been. But maybe now is the time. I have new shelves. Anything's possible. No, I'm really pleased with them. At the moment, they don't actually hold many books. It's mostly turned into storage for all the stuff that was like lurking around the room. But just giving me the bottom shelf pretty much solved my problem. That and taking out Harry Potter and all the contemporary that was on my shelf and some graphic novels. But just, they can live here, it's fine. But actually everything fits, including my TBR, which I was very impressed by. And admittedly, I am at the lowest my TBR has been in quite some time. No, I need to do some more reading. I definitely need to get back on that train because I am not on it currently, and I'm gonna also use the weekend to catch up a bit on some of the longer ones. Like Battle Royale is huge, Dark Vault is very big, Ship of Magic continues to be very long. Like, it's ready, but I need to finish my TBR this month because next month is going to be exciting, and some of you already know why, but let's keep it a bit of a secret because it's going to be a video soon. And I would like to be in the place that I think I'm going to be then. Anyway, enough mysterious talk. Let us get on with our days. I hope you're well, and I'll see you in a bit. Hello, ignore the kettle in the background. I'm making coffee. It is Friday morning. Happy Friday, everybody. I'm looking forward to the day. I filmed yesterday my review of The Court of Miracles, which will be coming out tomorrow when you're watching this, so subscribe if you haven't already and you'll get to see that. I'm very excited for it. It's going to require some editing to get it good because it was a little bit rambly, but I think it's going to be fun. And also, I filmed not only one day early, which I normally could manage, but 2 days early, which means I might be able to script my video for the next week and be ahead. And I know I always say that, but it's like plausible. It's within my grasp to have my life together, and that's very exciting. I also finished a book. I finished Tara Matharu's The Challenger series, the Contender series. The book is The Challenger. It's very confusing and I would like it to be simpler, please. So I finished that yesterday, which is kind of young adult, I suppose. There's a lot of murder in it, so it's not quite middle grade, but coffee. So what did I think of it? Oh, camera battery's gonna die. I enjoyed it. I thought that it was interesting that it kind of just takes the idea of like, what do people like? I don't know, dinosaurs and Romans, and puts them in the same place, along with some other things. And I'm hoping that the books will go further with that idea and add in more stuff, and not just stick to dinosaurs and Romans. But the actual plot was okay. It ends very abruptly. I won't say what happens, but it ends very abruptly, and I don't know how much I love a cliffhanger ending anymore. Like, I'm just not really here for it. That's personal preference. The thing that it is building up to throughout the book, and the first book did the same thing, a little bit better in my opinion, but the second book, the whole thing it's building up to is over very, very quickly, and I thought that that was odd, and does that thing where you feel like, well, why did you waste all my time on this if actually you wanted to talk about something else? Overall, it was a 3-star, which I think the first one was as well. I enjoyed it perfectly well. It just wasn't 100% for me. I don't think it's a bad book in any sense, just not my personal preference. But I do think it's an interesting series, and I think I'll probably keep reading it because I'm intrigued by the plot. It's not necessarily that I enjoy the actual storyline, but the overarching plot I find quite interesting, and I've not read before. So yeah, that's what I'm up to. I also read another chapter of Last Argument of Kings, just so that I could say I'd made progress on it because it's going a bit slow. I'm going to try and push through with that and try and finish that by Saturday so that it will be off my TBR by the time this vlog is technically over. That would be good. And I'm also going to work on something else. I can't remember what. I'm DNFing The Devil's Blade. I don't want to read it. It's giving me reading slump. It's going in the DNF pile. Not even my DNF, but maybe one day pile. I'm not interested. The first few chapters were enough. I'm going to have to write a semi-review and get on with my life. Hello, happy Saturday, welcome. It's the afternoon now, my watch is somewhere else, or nearly the afternoon, because I was determined to finish The Last Argument of Kings before I came on to sign off the vlog, so I have done that now. Huzzah! I filmed my outro, which will come just after this, and realised I didn't actually talk about Last Argument of Kings, which is now up on my shelf behind me. I thought it was good. It was 4 stars for me. I wasn't like, wow, amazing, how wonderful, but I think I didn't fall in love with the characters enough in books 1 and 2 to really feel the ending. So that's kind of my view of the series as a whole. But I thought that this book was good, definitely better on paper than audiobook, which is unusual for me. Normally it's the other way around. Even though it's grimdark, it's just not as emotionally draining as I'm finding Robin Hobb, which is really interesting. Yeah, I will have more to say in my wrap-up at the end of the month. I did get approved for something on NetGalley though. I think it's the new H.G. Parry, so TBR numbers will be presented here for the week. I'm pretty pleased with this week's reading. It could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse. And we managed to make decisions and DNF things, and that's all good. I'm finishing editing the vlog. Monday's video is all good to go. That will be very exciting. Coming tomorrow. Please do subscribe so you don't miss it. Thank you very much for joining me this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've read any of these books, if you're interested in reading any of them, Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You can also subscribe. It makes me feel loved and appreciated. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.